Okay, we're going to try this one more time. Um, the purpose of my PowerPoint slide with the focus of writing for this week was basically to articulate that the writing is basically a multi-stage process with starting with planning, emphasizing organizing, moving to a rough draft, and then refining that draft, and then doing revisions and editing. And in my research, I learned that revision and editing are really two different concepts. Revision dealing with clarifying, and editing dealing with technical mechanical writing concepts. Um, and and also I wanted to use this short brief video as a way to outline my background, sort of. Um, I did a lot of substitute teaching between 2010 and 2012, helping where I could, obviously being guided by the teacher's lesson plan that they left during their absence. But that gave me some experience to work with students that maybe were at different stages of their writing process and writing education. And then I did a summer volunteer workshop thing where I would help second grade through eighth grade with remedial reading. And another thing with this PowerPoint is that reading and writing are very closely linked, and there's many YouTube resources in the last few slides that also talked about the fact that they should be taught simultaneously because they feed off each other. A student's not going to be able to write if they have no reading comprehension, and reading others' work allows them to get exposure. When I was doing some stuff in my Field 2 placement, my mentor teacher said that she was exposing her students to different genres of writing because that's what the district was having her do. But a lot of this exposure was to give them a taste of all the different types of writing, like informative writing, argument writing, narrative writing. Those types of writing and genres would fall under that too. So that's just kind of where I went with this. There's a lot of detail, like in terms of approaches and teaching strategies, like in my PowerPoint. But a lot of that goes back to how to help the student plan what they're going to write before they write it, because a lot of our students get lost is they have great ideas, but they also don't know how to necessarily put these ideas on paper. I even get kind of in the same predicament like when I'm writing papers and stuff like that now. So I mean, it's very easy to do if you don't plan your words and plan how they're going to flow together, and give the readers some type of comprehension um, about where you're going and what your point is and what your thesis statement is. Um, so that, in a nutshell, is it. I'm actually realizing it as well in my third field placement that there's a lot of students behind grade level standards, and you just kind of have to work around it and kind of teach them where they're at and meet them where they're at. And creative writing um, is not about being right or wrong generally, but it's about proving why you feel the way you feel, or giving a lot of detail so that the reader understands what a character is and what they stand for, and an in-depth description of different portions of a piece of writing. So that's basically my second or third attempt at this video because of all the technical difficulties I ran in. But thank you so much, and take care.